So you live in Irvine, and you've got a dog. You're probably looking to make the most of it, right? Well, you're in the right spot. We're going to talk about how to find that perfect trainer to help you and your best friend on that journey. I mean, let's be honest, Irvine is a pretty amazing city for dogs. You can be strolling through the Spectrum Center one minute, grabbing a coffee at a dog-friendly patio the next. There's just so much you can do together.
But to really enjoy all of that stress-free, you kind of need the right guide, don't you? And finding a trainer who actually gets the vibe of Irvine, well, that can make all the difference in the world.
All right, so let's get into it. The whole point here is to have a dog that can comfortably and confidently hang out with you in all those places that make Irvine, well, Irvine. And we're not just talking about sit and stay here. This is about training for real life in Irvine. You know, things like taking a calm walk through the Spectrum, or having your dog stay focused when you're on the trails at the San Joaquin Wildlife Sanctuary, even just ignoring joggers at Great Park. That's the stuff that really matters. Okay, so before you even start looking for a trainer, it's a good idea to take a step back and think, what does success actually look like for me and my dog? What are we trying to achieve? First up, you've got to think about the format. Are you looking for one-on-one private lessons right in your own home? Or would your dog do better in a group class with other dogs around? There's also day training, board and train, even video calls. It really comes down to your schedule and, of course, your dog's specific needs. And then, what are your actual goals? Are you starting from scratch with puppy training and just getting those basics down? Or are you dealing with something more specific, like, say, your dog pulling on the leash, jumping on everyone who walks in the door? Or maybe some more serious stuff like separation anxiety. Okay, so once you have a good idea of your goals, it's time to actually find the right person. Let's talk about what to look for in a professional. This is a big one. You'll want to look for a trainer who uses what's called positive reinforcement. Basically, it's all about rewarding the good behaviors to encourage your dog to do them more often. It builds trust and avoids using scary or painful methods. It's just a much better way to build that bond with your dog. So let's circle back to in-home versus group classes for a sec. In-home training is fantastic for those issues that, happen at home, like going nuts when the doorbell rings or surfing the counters. But group classes, they're great for practicing focus when there are a ton of distractions, like other dogs and people. Now let's talk credentials. These little acronyms can tell you a lot about a trainer's background. For example, if you see CPDTKA, that means they're a certified professional dog trainer who has passed a pretty rigorous test on all things dog behavior and training. Another one you might come across is KPA-CTP. This comes from the Karen Pryor Academy, and it usually means the trainer is really well-versed in science-backed positive methods. You'll see a lot of clicker training with these folks. And what if you're dealing with something more complex, like serious fear or reactivity? That's when you might want to look for someone with an IABC certification. These are certified behavior consultants who have specialized training for those tougher cases. All right, you found a trainer who looks good on paper. Now it's time to basically interview them. You gotta ask some important questions to make sure it's the right fit. Here's your checklist. Don't be shy. Ask them about their training philosophy. Ask how they're going to customize the plan specifically for your dog. You'll also want to know how you're going to measure progress. And definitely clarify all the costs and cancellation policies. A good professional will be happy to answer all of this. Speaking of costs, let's look at some numbers. This table gives you a general idea of what you can expect to pay for dog training here in Irvine and the surrounding area. As you can see, group classes are on one end and something like a multi-week board and train program is on the other. This should help you figure out your budget. So, after all that, let's talk about the payoff. Because the effort you put in now, with a good trainer, it really does open up a whole world of things you and your dog can enjoy together right here in our city. And it's bigger than just you and your dog. A confident, well-behaved dog makes for a happy owner, for sure. But it also makes for a more peaceful neighborhood for everyone. Just imagine calm walks at William R. Mason Regional Park, relaxing lunches on a patio somewhere, just having a happy companion who's ready for any Irvine adventure you throw their way. Good luck with your search. Having a well-behaved dog is going to make every single day, whether you're out and about, just at home, or with friends, so much more enjoyable.